In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the MIRR function in Excel. To get started, open Microsoft Excel and prepare your worksheet. In this example, we're working with investment cash flows over several years, so we can calculate a modified internal rate of return, or MIRR. Before entering the formula, it helps to understand what MIRR actually does. The MIRR function measures the profitability of an investment, but unlike the standard IRR function, it uses two separate rates. One rate represents the cost of borrowing, also called the finance rate, and the other represents the rate used to reinvest positive cash flows, called the reinvestment rate. This usually gives a more realistic return than IRR, especially when your financing cost and reinvestment assumptions are different. For the sample data, enter the cash flows for each year. Year 0 will be negative 10,000, which represents the initial investment. Then enter 3,500 for year 1, 3,200 for year 2, 4,000 for year 3, and 4,500 for year 4. We'll use a finance rate of 8% and a reinvestment rate of 10%. The first method is the recommended one because it uses cell references, which makes the worksheet easier to update later. Enter the cash flow values in cells B2 through B6. Then enter the finance rate, 8%, in cell D2, and the reinvestment rate, 10%, in cell D3. After that, click the cell where you want the MIRR result to appear. Now type the formula equals MIRR, open parenthesis, B2 colon B6, comma, D2, comma, D3, close parenthesis. Then press Enter. Excel will return the investment's modified internal rate of return based on the cash flow range and the two rates you provided. If the result does not already appear as a percentage, format the cell as percentage, so it's easier to read. There's also a second method if you don't want to store the rates in separate cells. Select the result cell, then enter the formula equals MIRR, open parenthesis, B2 colon B6, comma, 8%, comma, 10%, close parenthesis. Press Enter, and Excel will calculate the MIRR directly using those values. Again, if needed, format the result as a percentage. That's how to use the MIRR function in Excel. The cell reference method is usually best for flexible models, while the direct value method is quicker for simple calculations.